Are you thinking of moving to Northern Arizona, but you're not sure which towns have the best job opportunities? Well, in this video, I am breaking down the top 10 Northern Arizona towns for job seekers. And I have made this list based on the number of major employees, the different industries in the area, salaries, and even employee satisfaction. So whether you're looking in Flagstaff, Prescott, or even some of the smaller job hubs like Winslow or Page, in this video, you're going to get a clearer picture of where the real opportunities are. So let me start out by saying Flagstaff ranked number 1 and the best overall job area, and it has the largest market and the most diversified types of jobs and employees. Flagstaff is the largest labor market in Northern Arizona, and it includes major employers like Northern Arizona University, Flagstaff Medical Center, and the tourism hospitality industry, in addition to some private jobs, government jobs, and retail industries. The Bureau of Labor Statistics showed that the Flagstaff metropolitan statistical area has a relatively high mean hourly salary for the region, and as of 2024, that came out to be about $28 per hour. And also, the sources are saying that there are about 40,000 jobs in the city area, and the top industries would be healthcare, education, and there's also indications that you're going to have a steady amount of jobs still hitting the market. So some of the top employers in the area, as we just said, Northern Arizona University has about 2,500 employees in Flagstaff. Flagstaff Medical Center, which is part of the Northern Arizona healthcare system, has about 2,200 employees. W.L. Gore and Associates has about 1,915 employees, and they are a medical device manufacturing company. Also, there's Flagstaff Unified School District, has about 1,375 employees, and the Coconino County government, City of Flagstaff, Walmart, Nestle, Pet Care, some of the other employees in the area. So I did a little bit of searching on job satisfaction, and it shows that Glassdoor has a very high rating for Northern Arizona University employees. They rate about 4.1 out of 5, and about 83% of employees of Northern Arizona University would recommend working there to a friend. Northern Arizona Healthcare, which includes Flagstaff Medical Center, slightly lower rating at about 3.0 out of 5. That's based on 276 reviews. W.L. Gore and Associates in Flagstaff actually is noted locally as one of the largest private employers, and they have very good benefits according to employees and well-paying jobs in the area. And in a publication called Top Companies in Flagstaff, Glassdoor listed NAU as, of course, one of the best employers in Flagstaff. So the takeaway for Flagstaff is that NAU tends to score quite well in terms of employee reviews, pay, the number of jobs, and the type of industries. So before I get any further, I would like you to know the channel is Living in Northern Arizona. I post videos like this every single week about the Northern Arizona towns. My name is Dawn Dickinson, and I am a licensed real estate agent in the state of Arizona. And if you ever have a question about buying or selling a home in any of these Northern Arizona towns, please reach out to me. My contact is in the description below. All right, let's go to my number 2 town, which is Prescott. Prescott has several industries and top employers in the area, a wide variety of the types of jobs. Probably the largest employee is the Yavapai Medical Center, which has about just over 2,000 employees. Largest employer in Prescott. Yavapai County government has about 1,750 employees. Northern Arizona VA Healthcare Systems has about 1,300 people. Yavapai College, again, about 1,300 employees. Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University in Prescott, about 650 employees. Walmart, City of Prescott, State Unified School District, Strum Ruger and Company, Polera Health, etc. These are some of the other employees in the Prescott area. The takeaway for Prescott is the biggest employer is in the healthcare system, has kind of an average employee satisfaction rating. Embry-Riddle has a very strong employee rating, and also academia has some good job opportunities that have good employee ratings. So number 3 on my list is going to be Lake Havasu City. There is strong seasonal tourism and manufacturing pockets for jobs. Lake Havasu City and even in the Kingman area shows substantial employment in the leisure and hospitality industry, retail, some manufacturing and healthcare. Also, you're going to have a lot of marina type jobs working for the marina. Busy tourism season, so it's going to be very seasonal also, but that does generate a lot of job openings. The areas to look if you're looking for a job in Lake Havasu City would be hospitality, again the marina and tourism, businesses like that, the regional hospitals and medical centers, and also just checking on the seasonal hiring cycles. That could be a good place for you to get started. Number 4 on the list is Kingman. Kingman has manufacturing jobs, logistics, healthcare, anchor employees, has a notable manufacturing base. American Woodwork is one company that was mentioned, the regional medical center, logistics and industrial park employees. It's good if you're a production skilled trades, logistics, or healthcare employee. Some of the local economic development authority lists several mid-sized employers in the Kingman area and manufacturing type jobs. Realize also that Kingman does have a low cost of living, so if that's something that interests you, you may want to look there. Number 5 on my list is Cottonwood, Verde Valley. So of course Verde Valley is going to include Cottonwood, Camp Verde, Clarkdale, Cornville, and even Rimrock. Cottonwood is the Verde Valley's biggest employment hub. Some of the jobs there are going to include tourism, food service, retail, healthcare, the wine growing industry. Cottonwood employs about 5,300 employees, has big employment centers in like the retail, food service type industries, lots of entry level jobs in Cottonwood, mid-skill openings for managers. Local governments also are included in the jobs or the top employers of Cottonwood. So if you're interested there, you're probably going to want to look at hotels, restaurants, small healthcare clinics, and the Verde Valley School District, and also the wine tasting companies. So there are not a lot of real high paying jobs. There's also, you've got the Home Depot, Walmart, several car dealerships, but not a lot of high skilled type jobs. So if you're looking in Cottonwood, some of the top employers are going to include the Verde Valley Medical Center, and that has a pretty high employee satisfaction rating on Glassdoor, pushing 5.0. Also in Cottonwood, you're going to look at the city, not maybe just one employer. Also the school district and the Verde Valley Growers has a pretty good rating on Glassdoor as well. Coming in at number 6 is going to be Sedona. Sedona has a very high concentration of tourism and hospitality jobs. It is a tourism town. I do live in Sedona, so I am very familiar with the type of jobs you have there. It is very tourism heavy, so you're going to find a lot of jobs in the hotels, the resorts, the restaurants, doing tours, if you're a masseuse, if you do nails, if you do hair, any type of job for the spas. Again, it's going to be a little bit seasonal. The high season in Sedona is like right now, October, November, and again in March and April, but all sorts of tourism jobs in Sedona. Also, you have real estate type jobs and healthcare jobs. Not as many of those, of course, as you would find in Verde Valley. A lot of people that live in Verde Valley will work in Sedona and vice versa. So if you are interested in moving to Sedona, it is great if you're into the tourism type jobs. Again, in Sedona, a lot of the residents are retired and not looking for jobs. Many of the people who are living in Verde Valley towns like Cottonwood, Clarkdale, Cornville work in Sedona and commute back to Verde Valley. Number 7 on my list is Page. Page is a very strong tourism town as well. Of course, it's located right by Lake Powell, one of my favorite lakes in the entire country. So Page jobs are going to be like tourism, government, service type jobs, working for the national parks, working for the marina, working for Glen Canyon Dam. Page, of course, you're going to have Glen Canyon, Antelope Canyon boat tours, those types of things, tour guides. Many jobs are listed in the Page area, servicing Lake Powell And being, of course, the tourism center of northern Arizona, you're going to need stuff like hospitality, tour guides, boat mechanics. Wow, that'd be a great place to have a boat mechanic working at the marina, working in Page at the hotels, in the restaurants, those types of jobs. And also, you're going to have support for the Navajo Nation and tribal government type positions. So at number 8 for employment opportunities, northern Arizona, I'm showing Show Low, Pine Top Lakeside, and even the Snowflake area. Those are going to have jobs in healthcare, education, retail. Now, personally, I don't consider the White Mountains to be northern Arizona, but it is north of Phoenix, so I do want to include it on the list. Show Low, again, some of these areas have a low cost of living, if that's something that interests you. The White Mountain towns are going to have the economic centers for Navajo County, eastern northern Arizona, going to be healthcare systems, school districts, retail, good for healthcare professionals, of course, teachers, public school sector, retail, local jobs, hospital, caregivers. Those types of jobs are always shown as being needed in the Show Low White Mountain area. Number 9 on my list, Payson, which is Gila County. It's often considered one of the central hubs in northern Arizona. They're going to be government jobs, healthcare jobs, small businesses. Payson does serve a large local area, and it has a steady hiring practices in like healthcare, county government, schools, retail. Now, it is smaller than Prescott or Flagstaff, but it does kind of serve a large rural area, so that's going to be like the hub, the concentration of jobs in that area is going to be in Payson. Also, maybe Pine. There are a lot of little antique type shops in Pine. So Payson, Pine, Strawberry, your big hub is going to be Payson, but it's going to serve a very large rural area. And finally, number 10 on my list is going to be in Winslow and Holbrook. This area, again, very tiny towns, kind of a little more on the eastern side of northern Arizona. There are going to be jobs like transportation, retail, some light industry and government type jobs. Winslow and nearby Holbrook is going to be on that I-40 corridor. It's going to have, like I said, logistics, transportation jobs, county government, tourism around Route 66 Navajo County attractions, and it's going to be a smaller market, but that could be useful if you're interested in a job in logistics, driving, or government role. Again, a small community, but also has a very low cost of living. So that's it. That's my list of the top 10 towns in northern Arizona to find a job. My name is Dawn Dickinson. The channel is Living in Northern Arizona. If you are interested in buying a home, moving to northern Arizona and buying a home, please reach out to me. My contact information is always in the description below. I am a local real estate agent. Now, I do serve primarily in Sedona Verde Valley, Flagstaff, and sometimes Prescott, but some of the other areas I could hook you up with an agent if you are looking to move in that particular area. If you enjoyed the video, please do me a favor and give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel. It helps other people find this type of information. I do post videos every single week just like this, so I hope that you have a great week, and I hope to see you back on my channel for my next video again next week.